We gotta take a look at BTC today, man. This thing has been quite a beast since July the 12th, okay? So I'm gonna do a technical analysis today on Bitcoin. Today is now August the 16th. It is a beautiful Monday here in Barcelona, Spain. The temperature is going to be a blazing and scorching hot 30 degrees here. Actually, only 29 and not that humid. So it's going to be the perfect day to be walking around. Got some major plans. Going to be working with this group today for about 4 solid hours. And then I've got some lunch plans with some of my friends where we're going to enjoy an amazing meal together. So let's get started and take a look at Bitcoin. And just to let you guys know, on the in about 1 week, I'm going to be heading to Istanbul, Turkey again, where I will be working for a solid 6 weeks. I got a place. I rented a place for 6 entire weeks. Excuse me, and it has a really beautiful office, and that was the main objective. So I can go there, work on some new content, some courses, right, that I'm going to be updating for my entire group there, and also I'll be working with my lady out there as well. She's going to help me out, help me manage the group in terms of the admin side. So, anyways, let's get started with Bitcoin right here. So first of all, we're going to take a look at the weekly. Okay, that's really important. I'm going to jump right into it today and not waste anybody's time. Okay, so where are we at now? We're going to look at this retracement and see where it's at. Actually, the monthly is looking pretty decent, right? Nice hammer candle. Volume, we are halfway into the month with half the volume of the previous month. So that's looking pretty decent there. So from the all-time high, we have fallen below and have now hit officially the 0.5 Fibonacci level, right? Around the 46K range for months in a row now, though. Or actually, for how many weeks in a row now? Since 2 weeks in a row, we've hit the 0.5 Fibonacci range with volume steadily declining, but we're crossing over. Okay, this is a crossover to the upside. These crossovers generally could mean that for the week, it's only Monday, keep in mind, right? It's only 1 day into the week. So this histogram might not even be ticking to the upside, okay? It could actually be ticking to the downside for the week. It's just the first day in the weekly candle. That's why it looks like that right now. Or it could generally mean that the momentum is rolling to the upside as well. So the weekly, and because it's saying two different things, I wouldn't really look at the weekly right now too much in terms of watching this particular candle because there's just not enough information yet, right? And just to let you guys know, the Discord group is closed again, right? I opened it up just for a few hours there, reached the maximum amounts of signups there and the maximum amount of people for the group. So I do apologize about that, guys. That hate to say it, but if you snooze, you lose, right? It's just how it goes. And I'm not going to make any exception for anybody to get in for the weekly. I'm only going to make exceptions for the yearly. If you want to get in, it goes for 600 USD by crypto. And you also get the course for free as well, which is worth $450. And I've got room right now for only 4. Well, I keep going there because it's where the camera was at home. Only room for 4 slots for yearly, and that's it. Okay? And it's easy to get into the yearly as well. Like I give everyone my personal number. You just WhatsApp me and I get you in like boom, like that now. So, and if I forgot to get anybody in, make sure you message me because I want to make sure I do. So we're reaching this high over here, okay, of that wick here, but it wasn't on any other exchange. It was only on Binance, right? The weekly looks like it's really got momentum to go to the upside. But at the same time, or sorry, the 4-day, at the same time, these could really end up just doing something like that, right? Where it ends up coming back down and then we get another crossover, right? Do you know what I mean? So that's really possible as well. So the 4 days not really saying too much in terms of the RSI is neutral and the MACD is going to the upside. But the volume is what gives it away in terms of caution because the volume is slowly declining. We're reaching that top end of the wick and we're reaching this congested region right here, which looks fairly bearish in my opinion. Right there, see the wick on the bottom side here? Right there. Ooh, I don't like that actually at all. 3-day, ooh, the 3 days leveling out, guys. How many days are we in? Oh, 15 hours left and it's fucking leveling out. Look, right there, right there. It's not good for the bulls. It's not good at all. Ooh, 15 hours left on the 2 days. So if this daily honestly finishes off with this doji, I think that we're done this bull run for now. Because right now this is at 0.5 fib, right? It's really leveling out hard. RSI is doing that thing where it goes like that, and then it just wants to wrap back around. Ooh, that's not good. The daily's probably gonna close bearishly, I think. Oh man, that's not good at all, guys. We got this hanging man type candle with a doji, and this is kind of like a shooting star type candle. If this ends up getting back to a lower range of say like 47K today, it's gonna be a very bearish next few days. Look at the RSI as well, right? The RSI is tightening up in here. It could launch up, right? It could really well so launch up. So maybe we got like 1 or 2 more days to decide, but it's just not looking good with like this combination of candles right now. The daily is really bearish in my opinion. Histogram is also really crappy where it's showing the 3 histogram peaks, 1, 2, and the third region pretty much. If you can even call that a third. But it's steadily declining, right? So how could we not see this as bearish right now? And we haven't even gotten into price action analysis yet. Oh, the 12 hours nasty. The nasty is I call it the jaws. Okay, the jaws, where it's starting to open up its mouth and it's starting to basically diverge away from each other, right? It's starting to diverge away from each other, so it starts to open up, and that's never a good thing. Not only that, the histogram is on the negative side now. It's consistently on the negative. Negative, negative, tries to go up. Negative, 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 negative. So that's basically 7 out of 8 negative bars. Yowzers. 3 hours left to close this candle, which is going to be very fucking bearish. Oh man, this does not look good for the bulls. Look at all the RSI. You're getting lower highs and stuff all the time. They're doing garbage outside. My window's open, so don't mind. They do garbage like 5 times a day in Spain. There's just like a truck that just drives around everywhere because people just throw away so much fucking garbage. And in Spain, people don't give a shit about littering, or sorry, about recycling. Like people don't recycle at their homes, from what I've noticed at least. Like shit. So this looks pretty bearish overall, guys. Based off of RSI. Yeah, based off of RSI and also price action here. I'm really getting into it fast today, if you guys noticed it. So let's take a look at some price action. So first thing I always do is I draw lines. I draw fucking lines. That's right, guys. It's definitely not channeling. That's beautiful the way I just drew it there, right? That's you can't even argue against how I just drew it. And then, you can just I'm not even gonna draw it like that. Holy shit, this just draws too nicely. It draws so fucking how could you even debate about this, right? Like shit. So now we're really confining into this channel right here, like whatever the fuck this is. I mean, this could have easily been like a no joke. This could have easily been like the crappiest leading first wave diagonal ever. Ignore that because that only happened in our exchange. Like this could have literally just been something like that. Like, but then again, it could stretch out here more, right? But either way, like I don't think it's gonna hit 50K, and if it does, that's like the max it's gonna hit. So I'm waiting for it to have a clean break to the downside here. It's bouncing clearly off of like the 4-hour 55 EMA or the 3-hour 55 EMAs a lot, right? Here's a bounce, here's a bounce. So it's like it's very interesting coin right now so far. People have been saying that it's maybe a bullish flag that's forming in here, but I don't see this as a bullish flag really. I see it more like a parabolic drop waiting to happen. Seeing a lot of rejections. Let's see if it hits the lower trend line again. Okay, if it does, it's like $400 or $500 to the downside. So in my opinion, right now we're gearing up for a small drop that's going to allow us to rally even harder soon. Because whenever you see shapes like this conform, where it's squeezing into the apex, we have to assume that for the next little while, short term, like week or two, it could be very bearish. Now, don't get me wrong. We could easily just end up hitting to the top side again, get a nice rally. But either way, this shape in general, where you get like a rising wedge, it's seen more as bearish, right? It's like a leading first wave diagonal or a rising bullish wedge, whatever you want to call it. So my stance right now, unfortunately, has to be fairly bearish. I don't see it any other way. I really don't. I mean, if I can draw it like with wicks and whatever regions like this, like that's not really that nice. Nah, I don't like that at all. I don't like that. It has to be up a little bit. Something like that, maybe. It's probably the best way to draw on it. Yeah. Just like this. This is a really clean way to draw it, right? See that we're getting a little bit of wicks, 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 wicks. So this is a very clean way to draw it. So let's just see now if this is going to break to the downside or if we're going to get a gigantic puncture to the upside. And if we do break to the upside, I mean, clearly we're going to hit around 50,000, right? 50,000 something there. Actually, that's the top of this wedge still. Ooh, that's not that great of a range. I mean, golden ratio says that we can get up to 51,000 or so, right? 51, yeah, 51,000. So that would have to be a very reasonable target for us to get to. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later. As it stands, my bias is fairly bearish because I think that, but it's only going to stay bearish if we close this daily with pretty much this type of candle, like an ugly doji slash ups inverted dragonfly type of candle, right? So yeah, and that's kind of it. I made this video really short for you guys. I think it was a fairly accurate video in my opinion. So once again, the Discord group is closed entirely. Okay, it's and I'm only taking yearly subscribers, and it's you guys are gonna have a much easier time to get into the group because I have help now officially with someone I actually really trust. I'm not saying I don't trust the people I've worked with before, but you tend to trust somebody that like that you know a lot more personally than other people that are like randoms online, right? And if you're watching this video, I'm just sorry. I trust my girl a lot more than everybody else, obviously. So yeah, and it just works a lot better because I'm going to be next to her the entire time for 6 fucking weeks in Turkey. So I'm going to have a lot of help. And if you guys want to get into the group for 600 American by crypto only, and by Ethereum, XRP, whatever you want to send me, USDT, that there's 600 American, and you also get the course for free, which is a pretty good deal, right? And I only have room for 4 people, which is gonna fill up really fucking fast, knowing my group. So see you guys later. Bye now.